Hello, how is everyone doing today? So, if you don't mind, can I get a quick sound check from you guys? It's been a long time since I've tried to do this shit. Looks like we got some of our guild members in here. How you doing, Loki, King, NMD, of course. And we got Dags. Hey, Dags, how's it going? So, is everything coming through okay? We have a lot to cover today as far as everything's go, as far as all the guild updates and all that good shit. So, before we get started, I need to put out a little bit of a disclaimer here. So, I want to start out by saying, as of right now, I am more bullish about DFK than I have been in a long, long time. Now, I have to say that for one reason and one reason only, is because a lot of things I'm going to say or talk about today is not going to come across as if I am bullish. It's going to come across as if I'm very, very bearish, I guess you could say. So a lot of things are going to sound like I'm fudding the project, in which I'm not. But we do have to talk about everything. So today's video is mostly going to be talking about all the updates to the Guild Scholarship Program in DFK and how it's been going so far and all the different changes we're making. And I want to do the video because I want you guys to have a chance to ask questions and explain a little bit more why we're going in the direction we're going. So to get started, we have my announcements in Discord up here. So the first one was big things happening today. I'll be diving into the wallets and make sure everything is all good. So that's nothing important. Where's the... Oh, and I changed your guys' sheets around so you guys can see them. I don't know if you guys have logged into those or not. You should have got the emails to log into them. And I will cover real quick how you can see your earnings and how that works properly. So let's see. Can I switch it over there? How is that going to... Well, I really should learn how to work all this stuff. Stop sharing, present. All right. So this one here, can you guys see that good? You know, I really need to get dual screens. This one here, this one is, what's your name in here? I forget what you put in here. Low Key. This is Low Key's wallet. So I closed out all of his, blacked out all of his information. But as what you're seeing here is the day that I claimed it, the description, and what realm. So when you see just these numbers, that's the hero ID. So that's just for level ups. And then we'll go through all that on how you get paid and all that stuff. And up here, you'll see your total and your claimable balance. So really the only thing you need to focus on, the claimable balance. And the reason I had to make this is because I make mistakes, just like a couple other people out there make mistakes. And going back through and looking through to where the mistakes were, and you guys asking if I made a mistake, then I'm going through and having to look, and then I reply back to you. This way you can just see each and every transaction live as you're going through it. And then on the right, you'll see that's where all the payouts are done. So it's pretty simple, but this is just so you guys can track it better. So now let's get to the other updates, the more important ones here. All right. I'm assuming you all can see that. Yeah. So any questions about the sheet so far, so I can get those covered out of the way? And then let's get over here. So the update to the hunts. So let's talk about the reasons why I had to do these updates. And this is where I'm going to sound like I'm going bearish on you guys. So basically, since we started this, I paid out a little over $1,000 in rewards to you guys. And out of that $1,000, 740 and some change came out of my pocket. So with that said, the drops are not covering the amounts that I'm paying you guys. So I don't mind so much the paying you guys. Here's where the big problem's coming with these payouts is, I've been paying you 75% of the drop, and then I've been putting them on the market. Well, the market keeps going down more and more every day. So by time I'm actually able to sell it, I sell it for less than what I paid you guys out on. Now, we've had a few that have been good gains, worked out well, but for the most part, not so good. So in order to counteract that, that's why we had to switch it down to the 25%. And then on top of that, there is the fees for joining each one of the hunts. And we'll cover that. I think that's next. So we might just talk about that now. So that's where it came in with the weekly crystal budget, because not just am I paying all that out in the rewards, but I'm having to add crystal to your guys' wallets all the time. I've been adding anywhere from $10 to $15 a week to each one of your wallets. And that's not, the drops that we've been getting have not been covering all that. So that's why I also had to add the budget in there also. And the budget's not that big a deal considering we have patrols now, and we will get into the patrols here in a few minutes. But basically we dropped it down to, it's 250 crystal a week, and basically equivalent to $2.50 a week. So, I mean, it's not bad, but I mean, that gives you a chance to do, how many hunts did I, 250 crystals? That gives you 25 hunts per week to do. So now with that 25 hunts a week that you can do, you can either do all those in 1 or 2 days, or you can spread them out through the week. Whatever works best for you. I mean, if you knock the hunts out in 2 days, that gives you the rest of the week to really focus on patrols. So, but we need to talk about how to improve that. So that's where we go into the hero quality. So your guys' hero quality is awful. I started out, I gave you guys some decent systems, or some decent heroes, and let's just say my good old buddy Tough Hat, his level ups have just been awful. These heroes started out as okay heroes, and they're just getting worse and worse. So I need to focus on getting you some better heroes with some better traits and all that good stuff. So, hey, two noobs, how's it going? Hey, you've been dropping some videos lately. I've been checking them out. Can't understand them, but they're still good. All right, so what am I doing with that? Well, that's where patrols is going to take place. And moving forward, we are not going to use heroes that aren't at least rare quality or better. So with that said, if I do get some common and uncommons with some really good traits, we'll probably use those. But for the most part, it's going to be only rare or better heroes. So that's where we're going to really increase our quality. And plus, I'm going to be using better stones and better crystals on them. So hopefully they will get better. And, you know, as we do the patrols, we'll be leveling them up pretty quick. So that'll help get that done. So any questions on what we've talked about so far as that goes? Let me make sure I covered all the topics. We'll cover the payout here in a second. So, all right. So it seems like we're not coming up with many questions here. So I did talk about your question there, MD, right? So this is being implemented immediately. So all these changes are already in place. So you'll see everything changing as you see the sheets get updated. So, and we're not going back. We're not reducing how much we paid out for anything else. So that's it for that part. So now the payout structure. So how we're going to be paying out moving forward is you have two options, and I just need you guys to let me know which way you want to get paid out. So you can either get paid out directly in the coin that we make on DeFi Kingdom. So basically, if you get an equipment drop and I sell it and it sells for crystal, you'll get paid out in crystal. If you do your patrols and you earn gold, you'll get paid out in gold. And however that's all going to work out for. So whatever currency I sell it for or you earn, that's what you'll get paid out for. Like the honk, if you get a honk raffle, I'll pay you out in honk. Now, the other option is we can continue to do things as we were, and I'll pay you out in USDC on the BNB network. Basically, you guys are just having it sent to Binance, I'm assuming. So I will do that, but there is a 3% charge for doing that because I have to pay all those fees to transfer everything over. As if you notice, there might be a theme here. I'm trying to really reduce our overhead so I can keep this project going. And it's right now, to be honest with you, it's not looking that good to keep these going. And we're going to do some changes and different stuff like that. As far as a lot of this stuff goes, I don't mind paying out of pocket because in the end, what I'm going to end up with as far as the heroes and the different equipment and stuff goes, in the future, I'll be able to sell those for a lot more. And the heroes really is the thing. Plus, overall, I'm fairly well invested in DeFi Kingdoms. And the better DeFi Kingdoms does as a whole, the better I'll do. And with that said, if I can get the scholarship program working good enough to where I can maintain it and we can get more people playing, the better off my overall investment's going to be. So if that makes sense. So as far as hunts go, do we have any questions before I move on to what we got going on in patrols and how all that's playing out? Scholars will be huge again. I sure hope so too, noobs. I'm trying to figure it all out and work it all out. My hopes is with YGG becoming, more and more part of the DeFi Kingdoms community, that's really going to help out. So I don't know if everybody's aware of this, but Axie Infinity, we all know they were huge because of the scholarship program. And as what a lot of people don't know is YGG actually founded and created the scholarship program for Axie Infinity. Much like DeFi Kingdoms, Axie Infinity created a product and YGG used that product and made the scholarship program out of it. Now, the rest of us just followed and did as they did and made it. So that's why I'm really excited to see YGG in here and starting to do some stuff. And I really hope it helps the team start to make some better choices also. Or not, I shouldn't say better choices, but different choices as far as all that goes. So let's get into patrols. Who out there is all excited about patrols? I got to say, I'm super excited about patrols. And I didn't think they were going to go live so soon. But I'm excited they did. So patrols, what do we have going out in patrols? So the payout system's basically going to be the same except for your levels. Your hero levels for patrols, so basically heroes level 1 through 10 are going to be paid out 10 cents or 0.1 USDT. The reason they are so much less than in hunts is mainly because you will be able to level them a lot faster with patrols than you will in hunts. You know, I mean, a lot of you guys within one day have already leveled up a good portion of your patrol heroes. So those will go a lot quicker. And I'm also looking at other ways to get them to level up quicker. You know, I started looking into the whole pet rarity bonuses, you know, and if we put, let's say, a rare pet on each one of those heroes, you'll get, I can't remember, I think it's like a 10% boost in your XP. The only thing I'm working on right now is I'm trying to figure out if it's worth it to feed them or not as far as that goes. Where was that chart? I copied and pasted it in here. So rare is 12%. So if I can put rare pets on each one of those heroes, you'll get a 12% increase in your experience. You know, and that could really help. And I'm also looking at, I'm probably going to do that for the hunt heroes first and see how it works out, and then we'll move it into the patrol heroes. So let's get back to the update and see what we got going, see what else I put in there. Where is that? So increased win rate. Yeah, that's all that. We need to get to this. Okay, drop rewards. So it's the same, it's the 25%. So now we need to talk about the drop rewards. So if all of you didn't notice yet, Tough Hat, he got one of the bandanas. Well, right now, if you look at the market, that bandana selling, the only one listed, they listed it for $400. Well, I highly doubt anybody's going to pay $400 for a level, what was it, level 5 piece of equipment. Now, I know the drop numbers, I think it was the third one dropped. You know, that helps increase the value a little bit and stuff like that. But as far as these equipment drops go, we need to wait till the market plays itself out and gets a little more stable. So is what I'm doing is I am listing them for that value, and I'll keep dropping them until they sell. But I highly doubt that bandana is going to sell for $400. So until this market gets into play, we're going to have to wait till the stuff sells before we can do the payouts. Now in the future, we'll change that a little bit. And I plan on, for the most part, keeping most of the equipment drops that we get and wait till the supply and demand works its way out, which really isn't going to take place until durability comes. So let's go to the next part of this. I got to keep switching back and forth because I can't read it on that screen. So shells and raffles. Okay, so this is where I'm going to share a screen, one of the scholars' accounts. And I think this is going to be Tough Pat's account that I'm going to be sharing. So let's see here. And because I'm getting a lot of questions. A lot of you guys don't know how to actually play any of this stuff. So let me share that. So there we go. ZMA number 2. So when you open it up, this is what you're going to get. And we're going to talk real quick about the shells and how you get those and why I'm saying, as far as your XP goes, well, what did I cover first? Receive 25% gameplay tips, shells and raffles. Okay, so for shells and raffles, now I understand a lot of you guys are going to want to play the game and all that stuff. So if you go in here to the registry, and if you go to the shell collector, you got your shells and your raffles. The problem we are having with all this, if you collect these shells every day, like they want you to do in here, it costs you a gas fee every time you do it. And for the little amount of shells that you are getting on your accounts, it's not worth the gas to collect them. So is what I'm going to do is I'm going to go through here once a week and I'll collect your XP and your shells for you guys. And then you guys can use the shells to do the raffles however you want. Now, my suggestion is when you do the raffles, these small ones, unless it's Moshka runes, I wouldn't worry about it. I would save up until you get a good amount and then go bid on the medium or the extra large, because that's where your true value is going to be. And I will let you guys do that how you guys want to, as far as the shells and the raffles. Now, when you get them, you'll get the airdrop over here. So you can click on your airdrop to see what you got, but do not claim it. Because if you claim it, I won't know you got any rewards. When I claim it, that's when I'll figure out how much you're paid on it. So as far as that goes, any questions on that? All right, so before we get into the next one, I do want to talk a little bit about one of my favorite projects out there. And I think everyone needs to really focus on it and really work to make it better. So the reason I say that is we all need to give some help out there. And the reason why I know some of y'all need to do a little better work on this is if you go in here, and yes, I am talking about Donate Live. I haven't streamed for a long time or really did anything for quite a while. And if you look at it, I'm still in second place on the leaderboard. So if you guys don't mind, let's give Two Noobs a chance to really grow this project. So what are my favorite things about Donate Live? My favorite things is if you are a content creator and you create any kind of content, whether it's just little silly stuff, educational, whatever it is, you can sign up for Donate Live. There are no requirements needed to be part of Donate Live. And as long as you can share a link, anyone out there can donate to you. So all your followers that want to show you some appreciation, as long as they have access to that link, they can donate to you. They can donate to you when you're live or when you're not live. And that's one of my favorite features, because I don't get to catch a lot of live shows, but I do like to show my appreciation to other people. And as long as I can get access to that link, I can donate to them. And I can even leave them a message within the donation. So that makes things a lot better than a lot of other donation tools that there is out there. So if you are not signed up for Donate Live, you can go into my description down below, click the link to register. I would appreciate it. I know Two Noobs and the team over at Donate Live would really appreciate it. Let's see what we can do to get this out to the mass adoption, because I cannot think of a single other project out there as far as donations go that is simple, easy, and universal as Donate Live. You know, you can look at a lot of the other ones like Donate Coffee or whatever all those other ones are, super chats and all that stuff. Unlike Donate Live, that those are specific to certain streaming services. Donate Live is not dedicated, or you're not required to use their product to get donations. Well, you are to get donations, but you don't have to be on a specific platform to do it. So with that said, let's get back to the updates here. Sorry about that, guys. I just really want Donate Live to blow up. There's no reason why it hasn't already. And it will. Give it time. So where are we at? So we talked about the shells and the raffles. Okay, so the Pledged Hero XP will be next. Let me check questions real quick, and then we'll go over that. What type of equipment can we get from patrols? Well, all the different equipment hasn't shown up yet, but it's similar to hunts. You'll get your different equipment and stuff like that. And then you also get your gold. You're more than welcome, Two Noobs. If anything, we should all be thanking you for bringing us such a product. Oh yeah, and I should probably mention Donate Live is also going to be releasing their own token here soon, and that'll be even more awesome. So let's go into the XP part of this and claiming your XP and all that stuff. Again, we need to go back to the whole gas thing. So unlike on DFK chain, Metis gas is a lot more expensive for each transaction. So let's talk about that a little bit. So I don't want it to sound like I'm trying to say Metis is a bad chain or anything like that because their gas fees are more expensive. Because in whole, their gas fees are not that bad if you're using it just to trade or buy things here and there. Is where it becomes expensive is in DeFi Kingdoms, with everything being on chain. We have a lot of transactions, and all those little transaction fees add up really quick. You know, if you look at it here, I started all these accounts on Metis with 0.1 Metis, and they're already down to 0.04 in gas left. So I ran the quick math yesterday, and yesterday, on average, each account spent close to $1.25 in gas. And as you can see here, outside of he did get the equipment drop, but he made 2,000 gold. Well, that 2,000 gold's equivalent to like a millionth of a penny. I don't know what it is, but it's not worth a whole lot. So we need to keep our transactions down. So we need to really focus on the limiting our transactions. So the same thing, if you go in here to the recruiter, you go to manage recruits, which I think I did claim yours today. So usually you'll have in here to where you can claim the XP, and you'll select all and then claim XP. And allow me to do that, claiming the XP also for you guys, because that I want to only do once a week. Again, to keep those transactions down. Now, I understand if you're trying to maximize the amount of shells, it's best to go in and claim them every day and all that stuff. But we really need to reduce those transactions. Maybe in the future we can change some things up and we can get that to work better. I have been getting higher level ups on patrols. Is there a chance to equip on Equipment Boss? Yes, I am looking into the equipment as of right now. It looks like a lot of it's mostly going to be I want to say weapons that we can equip, and when you get to level 3 we can start equipping armor. And yes, I am looking into all that, and I should be starting to add in the next couple days, start to add a little bit of equipment to everybody's heroes. It's kind of rough right now because we have to buy the equipment on Crystal Vale and then bridge it over to Sundered Isles, and there's quite a heavy bridging fee when it comes to equipment. So yes, I am looking into all that. And I got another thing I want to talk about also when it comes to leveling up and making patrols easier. And we'll cover that once I'm done covering the rest of this stuff. But yes, King, I am looking at Equipment Boss. Equipment Boss. So the other thing that I want to cover is voting on sponsored bouts. So right now, unless you see these rewards on here, I don't want you guys voting on any bouts. Now, also keep in mind, and I'm going to waste some gas here. So if you look up here, he has 20,000 of voting power. And if we look in here, you know, we have quite a bit of influence going on here. We got 686,000. We got, what is that, 1 million, basically 1.5 million. So if we want to vote on this bout, we can put vote on bout and we can pick who we want. Do we want Traviola, however you pronounce that, or whatever? You pick here which one you want to vote on. So I'm going to pick the lower one, just use it for an example. And then I'm going to put 1,000 voting power into there. And we are going to finalize that, and we're going to pay for that gas. I know I'm going to be talking a lot about the gas, but I have a feeling the gas fees is what's going to kill patrols for us. So there we go. It went through. So now if you look over here and you just scroll over this, did it go through or did I just approve it? No, it says it went through. My voting. So here. So if you look at that, with 1,000 influence, I got 0.1%. And that's only at 500,000 influence. So if I put it over here, that 0.1% will actually end up 0.0%. So you got to be careful on what you're voting on, whether you are going to receive any rewards or not. It disappeared. Oh, anyways. So be careful with your voting. You guys can vote, but make sure when you vote, it is going to add up to where you're going to earn some money. And, you know, depending on how a lot of this goes, I might start to add a bunch of junk heroes into your wallets, just so if we can get the influence rewards up and we can get it to where you guys can vote on that stuff and start to make a little bit of money on that. So as far as your payouts goes for this, you know, you go here, this I'm not giving you any of, but if you get the rewards, I will pay you guys out the 25% of that as well. Let's see here. Do I have a good wallet? What do I have open over here? Show you something a little bit different here. Show you on my account. I wanted to use their account just because. The heck wallet is that? Yeah, 2. All right. Oop. I'm done messing everything up again. All right, let's stop sharing, present. Oh no, what did I do here? Sorry about that. I don't know if you guys heard any of that. So this is one of my other wallets. And if you look in here, you'll see how little bit you actually get. So here's your battle rewards. So I vote, well, DFK Helper votes on a lot of battles for me. And if you look here, you know, they build up, but they don't build up that fast. And I have 1 million influence, 1.3 million influence. So, and if you look here, oops, got to close out of that. I got, 2.8% voted on this one. Got 2.1%. So as you see, that 0.1% is not a whole lot in the long scheme of things. So, like I said, we can play around with it, but let's not spend too much money on it all. Because every time you vote, it is another transaction fee. Oh, what we got here, Mega? Boy, Mega's shooting up the cheapest way to get equipment over. Yeah, you're right, Mega. Put some items on a hero, then bridge them. Yeah, that's what I'm looking at doing because I bridge over a shit ton of freaking heroes through all my summoning because I summon probably 1,000 heroes a week, and most of them are garbage, and I'm just pledging them. So I've been thinking about equipping them all, send them over, and then unequip them when I get there. So the drop rate of equipment will be decreased if we use OP heroes. Only XP is reduced when you use higher level heroes. Loot drops are based on heroes' luck. Yeah, I'm interested to see how that new luck thing plays out there, Mega. Because I've been thinking about just putting luck crystals on all my heroes, and then, or luck crystals, luck stones, and then luck crystals, and let the scholars play with those. That way they get a lot better loot drops. Be on the lookout when the teams sponsor with Metis. Those are the best bouts to vote on, in my opinion. You're probably right there, Mega. The best ones are probably the ones with the Metis because Metis is worth so much more. Luck stones could be a good play. Hey, don't be stealing my idea, Mega, and running them freaking cost of them luck stones way up there. Right now, they're fairly cheap. But I'm thinking if we're doing just luck, because a lot of the heroes that I'm using for my scholars, really the plan is, since hopefully patrols works out easy, once they get them to 10, I'm going to take both of them, or take multiple heroes and then dark summon them, make them greater heroes, and start to use those for patrols. So I'm not looking to get the best stats, but they need to be playable stats until they get to 10, and then I can DS them, and that's when I can start building the real monsters. So that's why I'm thinking if I throw a luck stone on them, luck's always good to have, but I don't think it'll hurt them that bad as far as patrols go. So, all right, what's up? Any questions on this, guys, as far as what to play and what not to play, when to claim and when not to claim within within patrols or Metis realm? Sundered Isles, that's the word I need to start using. I got good at calling it Crystal Veil instead of DFK chain and so on. Now I need to get used to calling it that. Sundered Isles. So looks like we're pretty good there. What's next on the update? Gas concerns, we talked about that. Then I'll be doing my live AMA. So, all right. So that's all the updates as far as that goes. Does anyone else have any questions? I do have a question for Mega since he's in here, because you were talking about it. I can't remember where you were talking about it at, but I heard you talking about it. So as far as XP goes when doing patrols, so now on my main wallet, I've been doing a level 10 warrior with no equipment. I probably should put equipment on him, and then mixing them up with some level 1s just so I can go through and just annihilate the battles real quick. Is that really going to hurt how much XP I earn? Or is that just going to hurt on the level 10 and the level 1s will get the same XP? Do you know how all that works out? MD, I think it's too early to really tell what the best combo is, but from what I'm hearing out there right now, archers aren't very strong in patrols. I think they need to level up a little bit before they become strong again. But I don't think anyone's really figured out the best, the meta as far as doing patrols goes yet. But hopefully, I think they will. Yeah, I think that's a good idea. If it's level 10, it'll be slightly reduced for the level 10, but think the level 1s get boosted still. Yeah, that's the way I'm hoping it works out. Archers need bow badly. Need +8 strength for lowest level bow. Yeah, and that's what I'm looking at. Let me go over here. I'm gonna. The reason I'm using one of the scholars accounts is I want you guys to see what they're actually getting, and not so much of what my heroes look like. Not that my heroes are any good either over here, but oh, that's not the one I wanted. Let's share screen. Windows. That one. So if you look over here, his heroes, if you look at, let's go to his archers. Even his legendary archer strength is 7. So, a lot of these, that's what I'm looking at. Even on these equipments, I can't really equip any 777, 8, 779, 7. Well, then we can get equipment. The heck? He's got 9. He can probably get it, and that's where I need to look at which ones I can arm and which ones I can't, because I want to try and make it as easy for him as possible, but at the same time, all that gold is going to add up as far as equipping all these guys. Yeah, and I also thought about not stoning, but for like archers, maybe for the first level up, throw a regular or a greater strength crystal on them, just to get that boost in crystal. Because right now I've been leveling, 1 through 5 with basically Vit, and Vit, Int, and Dex on like archers, just to try and get that health and mana up right off the bat. I'm thinking about switching that over to maybe boost up that strength real quick so they can get equipped real quick. It does get expensive for equipment, I feel you. Yeah, and I'm just buying the gold equipment. I'm not even buying the good equipment. That good equipment's gone down way in price, because right now, I mean, what is it for like a gore blade? Prices are overpriced for equipment over here in Sundered Isles. So let's see, what is it cheap gore blade? I think it's like $2 for a cheap gore blade right now. Yeah, $4. And a gore axe, $3. So I mean, some of this equipment's not that bad, but I'm kind of worried about once durability gets here, what it's going to look like. And that might be a ways away still, but starting to equip them with some of that stuff. And I do plan on, and this is more for you scholars, I'm trying to come up with a system to where, since I'm not going to be selling much equipment because I think it's all way undervalued right now, I'll just pay for it and keep it until it goes up in value. But I'm thinking until durability gets here, start to equip that on everybody's heroes to increase the win rates. So look forward to that for a future update, guys, because I think that'll be really nice and that'll really help out. So any other questions from you guys? Let's get them in here. So why does that look like that? There we go. And yeah, I will be working on trying to get some guys' equipment and some of that stuff over there for you guys later today. I got probably another 50 heroes I need to transfer over to Sundered Islands to pledge. So I'll try to get some equipment over when I do that. I'm going to have to steal some gold from King because he's not spending all the gold I gave him. But I'm assuming all of his hunt heroes are already equipped, so that's why he's not spending it. Oh, and as far as potions, guys, so obviously don't just throw it away. Don't just, trash potions, because, wasteful is never good. But don't worry too much about potions. I have 8 wallets completely loaded up with heroes that I'm using to do profession quests. And of course, DFK Helper's doing all those profession quests for me. So I get plenty of mats to keep making potions. So potions is not an issue for me, except for swiftness potions, because I don't have too many people farming Swift Thistle for me. So looks like we're running out of questions here. Oh, and I do want to talk to you guys, MD. Hint, hint. Now, keep in mind that I only have maybe 2 to 3 hours a day on average to spend doing DeFi Kingdom stuff. So you won't see me going through and updating your accounts every day, all day long. Now, I will get in there when I can, as I can, and I'm going to start to rely on King a little bit more to help do a lot of that. But keep in mind, I don't have that much time to go in there and constantly update your accounts. So I think with the budget, that'll be a lot better because you won't be doing as many. So you can switch to different heroes. And I do plan on stockpiling you guys with a lot. So it's not that bad. It's a pretty good deal. Yeah, Swifties are like $1 a pop. I might start farming Swift Thistle. Yeah, I'm thinking about it. You know, I got some pretty strong foragers that I'm thinking about throwing over there and put some, like, what are those, keen eye pets on them. It's just, again, it's the gas that there's. All right, so this is going to sound like I'm fudding DeFi Kingdoms again. I'm really not. I love DeFi Kingdoms, but being all on chain, you know, to where everything is tracked on chain, there is a lot of transactions, and those transactions add up. And Kaya's not that cheap either. So, you know, those transactions over there on Sarandale get pretty expensive. And that's why I don't do a lot of farming over there. And I'm sure that's why a lot of people don't do a lot of farming over there. Although it's still the best place to do summoning. So, all right, well, we're going to probably wrap this up here in the next few minutes. So any final questions, let me know, and we will try and get those answered. In the meantime, I just want to let you guys know my life is starting to get back under control, and I do plan to start going live a lot sooner. I'm working on some things right now. I'm trying to start to bring Sundays back and start to do a weekly briefing as far as catch up on all the things that caught my eyes over the week. Kind of similar to what we did before, but it should be fun. I really miss hanging out with y'all and all that good stuff. So, looks like we have no more questions. I will give it just a couple more minutes here. And you know what? For the heck of it, why don't I do a patrol here for you guys and show you how I'm doing these? Oh, I might have done all my patrols I can do. All right, well, let's go in here and see what we got going on. Yeah, switch screens, switch over here to, I think it's that one. Yeah, it's that one. Let's see here. What wallet is this? Wallet number 2. Need to go to wallet number 1. Patrols. You know, good thing this sign in thing doesn't cost gas. At least I don't think it does. So this is how I've been doing them. So what are we looking at? Back position. I'll usually throw a priest in there. And these are all really shitty ass heroes, just so you all know. That's why they're over here and pledged. Let's see here. Doesn't really matter. They all pretty much suck. Middle position, I've been throwing an archer. I've been using the Holy Trinity, just so you guys know. Level 1 archer. This guy still has 3 left. Continue. And then I've been throwing a level 10 warrior in here. I think I need to get a new mouse. Mine's been acting weird lately. Oh, you still got 2 left. It looks like I did those ones. Just out of curiosity, what do you guys use here for level 1 on your codex, on your heroes? Just interested to know what you guys use. I haven't been putting any potions in. But I kind of feel I don't really need them. All right. We're ready to battle. All right. So, as you all know, according to Dreamer, you always start out with your whirlwind. And if you're looking for battle advice, I'm not the person. And now remember, this warrior has no equipment, no nothing. So if I put equipment on him, I'm sure we could wipe these guys out really quick. But I've been just focusing on knocking out the first guy right off the bat. These guys are fast. What do we got here? We got the cleanse and we got the daze. Precision strike. You know, whatever. I'm just gonna. Will that cleanse off of there? Hey, it cleansed off of there. Do a quick basic attack. Oh, I hate that hit. Looks like I better do some healing. You know, I probably should focus on the croc first, but oh well. Oh, he's so slow. Oh, nice crit. Don't kill me, guys. What does he got? Iron skin? A priest with iron skin. That makes a lot of sense, right? I like iron skin. You don't like the three grifters? I think he had a. Yeah, there's his heal. I thought my warrior had a heal. Can't believe I'm having to heal these guys. Holy cow. And he's got a bleed on him now. Well, this is not working good. Come on, knock him out. You only got 32. You can do it. You can do it. Oh, I got to change his thing. I forgot there's a channel on that. So that was a waste. That's all right. Whatever. Still got him down. All right. You know what? Let's do a little damage to this guy. Slaughter that crocky croc. Miss. Yeah, why not? I usually try and use up all my special abilities just because they refresh when you get done. And I'm just going to finish it after this. There's no need to do it again. I just think until patrols have been out for a while, I think anytime any of us go live or do a stream, we should probably at least do one patrol. Let's see here. That might get them both. 36. Yep. So there we have it. There's me doing some combat. Let's see. Did we get anything good? Here goes another transaction. Now, when it says here, that's not what actually it's going to cost, but basically, you know, half a penny per transaction, that adds up quick. Which I don't even know if you guys can see my wallet when that opens up. But these transaction fees are going to kill us over here doing patrols. All right, let's see what kind of rewards we got here. $56 gold. And we got 31 experience. So there we have it. There's patrols. Any other questions come in? Crocs. Hey, Chozo. Good to see you in here. I haven't seen you around for a while. Gas. Yeah. Everything's way too much gas. All right, guys. Well, I think we're going to leave it here. Thanks for joining me. I hope you guys all understand the updates and what we got going on inside the guild now. And please don't forget, go sign up for Donate Live. You know what? Let's see what kind of donations we got in here. See if we got any messages to cover. You know, I probably should do that since I talk about it. And I don't use the widget to come across the screen. Mainly because I use StreamYard and you can't do that on StreamYard. So, oh my God. My internet went to shit, I think. Oh, uh-oh. What'd I do here, two noobs? I broke it. Oh no. Let's just log in again. That was kind of funny. There we go. Donation history down here. We got from today, the only one that donated was two noobs. Thanks, two noobs. I really appreciate it. And let's effing go. All right, guys. Thanks for showing up. I appreciate it. You all have a wonderful day. And don't forget to keep